Hi, this is Ginger from My Sister Scrapper for another scrapbookpal.com video. Today we're going to make a really cute Father's Day card using some Lawn Fawn products. So what we're going to be using today is we're going to be using the large and small cross-stitch rectangles. We're going to use the second largest and the second smallest. We're also going to be using the Lawn Fawn stitched party banners. We're going to use the large one. We're using the Oliver stitched ABCs, and we're going to use the bunting borders. We're going to use the curved one, and then also the layering pieces. For our sentiment on the front, we're going to be using the You're the Best from the Wavy Sayings stamp set, and we're going to use the fancy Wavy banners. We're also going to be using the Happy, Happy, Happy stamp set. It says Happy and then Father's Day. The papers are going to be from the Lawn Fawn Hello Sunshine 6x6 Remix paper pad. We're going to use some jet black ink, some Versamark, some foam squares from Scrapbook Adhesives, also some foam tape. We need a bone folder, and we're going to also use some wet adhesive and some white embossing powder from Lawn Fawn. And then these are the Copic markers we're going to use. Real simple coloring just for the stamp. And then you'll need a pair of scissors. If you don't have any enamel dots, you can use the Nuvo crystal drops, and then some tape runner as well, and some kind of a anti-static tool. Again, I'm going to use some enamel dots that I had in my stash. So we're going to make the card base here, which is going to be 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. I went ahead and die cut all the pieces just to make the video a little quicker. So we're going to stamp, we're going to work on the inside of the card first. So we're going to stamp the Happy Father's Day right along the top here, and I've die cut that with that cross-stitched rectangle. And we're going to use the Lawn Fawn jet black ink because we're going to Copic color the cute little letters for happy. And we're going to stamp that out really quick. And then we're going to set the Misty aside, and we're going to take the Wavy banner. And this is the one that is, it's got little score lines. We're gonna fold those in and fold it back out and then burnish it with our bone folder. And then I like to glue the little ends down because I'm gonna pop it all up as one element. So I'm gonna glue the little flaps down here with my wet glue. Hold it just for a second. And then we're gonna put it back in the Misty. I'm gonna remove that stamp. And we're going to put it back on the Misty, and we're going to take the You're the Best from the Wavy Sayings stamp set. I'm going to hold it down with one of my magnets really quick, and I'm going to use my anti-static powder tool on the top because we're going to use Versamark ink, and we're going to white heat emboss the sentiment on the black banner. So now we got that all ready to go. We're going to get the embossing powder out. And I'm going to just pour it right over the top here, shake out the excess, and then go ahead and heat set that. Pour the excess back in a jar. And then we're going to put that on the inside of the card. So now we're going to add some tape runner to the back, and we're going to center this panel on the inside of our card, leaving an even border all the way around. Now we're going to take our Copic markers. Well, before we color, we're going to go ahead and I like to just add a little piece of the same design paper I use on the front, just on the inside of my card, just to help finish it off. It just gives it a little more color in there. And then I'm just going to use my scissors to trim the excess. That little strip was about 5/8 of an inch wide. Now these are the colors we're going to use. And I just picked colors that were in the rainbow striped paper that we're using on the front. And I did every other one. So the first one's going to be like this, the BG, I think it's 11, every other one. So it's going to be that color and white. And then I'm going to use the gold color or the dark yellow. And I'll have the colors all listed in the description box. And then we've got a darker teal here. And then we're going to use the orange. Just adds a little extra color, and it kind of ties in the banner on the front of the card to the inside of the card, and then the last color will be green. So now we got the inside of the card all finished. So now we can go ahead and work on the front of our card. And again, I went ahead and die cut everything just to make it go faster. I die cut the large banner from the Sunshine Remix using the gray polka dot. And then I die cut the bunting border twice out of black because I wanted it to be a little thicker of a strip at the top. So I'm just layering it right underneath the other one. Now, you don't have to do this step, but again, I wanted a black border around the flags. I know. What can I say? So what we're going to do is I've die cut the little flags out of the rainbow paper, but they're too big because again, I want a border all the way around. So what I did is I took my scissors and I just trimmed off the top where the stitching is, and that way they will fit all the way around. So I'm going to go ahead and trim all those, and I'm just eyeballing it, but before I glue them down, I'll just make sure that I do have an even border, and if I need to trim some more, then we'll trim some more. So the cool thing about this little die is it will cut 4 of those little flags out at once, so you just have to run it through your die cut machine twice, so you get 8, because there's 8 flags on there. And again, I'm just using my scissors. Now I'm going to use some wet glue here, but I want to just see how much more, if I need to trim a little more at the top. I'm going to add the glue to the black, and then I'm going to put those down. Now this is a little tedious, but you know what? I thought the final result was worth it. So again, I'm adding a little bit of glue here, and then I'm going to add the little rainbow flags on top. It just makes the colors stand out, especially against the gray polka dot background that we're going to put this on. That one was a little too long, so we're going to add a little more glue. And again, I just eyeballed them, but I wanted a little bit of a black all the way around. Again, you don't have to do this step. You can just glue them on top, and you know, if you want, but again, what can I say? So I'm just going to continue to put those on, adding the little glue, trimming where necessary. And we're going to add the last couple here, and then we're going to attach it to the gray polka dot party banner. Now I know there's holes in the top of that banner piece that we die cut. You can pop the little holes out of the die and glue them back in, or you can do what I did. I just covered up the one hole with the banner, just adding some glue along the back. And we're just gonna put it right on the corner there, and I lined up that one edge of the banner with the stitching. We're just gonna stick it down, and then we're gonna flip it over and then trim off any excess, like so. Now the other hole can be covered up with some black Nuvo drops, or you can use some enamel dots, which is what I did on the sample because that's what I had in my stash and I'm trying to use them up. So I'm going to glue that right to the front. I'm just centering it here. Sorry about my head. Trying to line it up, get it straight as possible. So now what we're going to do, I'm going to take my bone folder and just spread that glue out. Now we're going to take that second smallest stitched, cross-stitched rectangle, and then I die cut some letters that spells Dad with the stitched Oliver's ABCs, and we're going to put those right on the front here. And I did the D's first, and then I just centered the A in between. That way they were evenly spaced. What I did on this is I die cut a whole bunch of letters all at one time, and then I just picked out, you know, the colors that matched, again, the rainbow paper from that was on the banners. So now we got the word Dad all finished. Now we're going to add some foam adhesive to the back because we want to pop this up. I'm going to take the backing off of the foam adhesive, and we're going to center that right below that cute little bunting border, like so. Now we're going to take our little banner, this is You're the Best, and we're going to add some little foam squares to the back. I'm just going to trim these because I don't want to open up a new package. I'll just cut these in half. So we're going to add those to the back. Remove the release paper, and we're going to center this before we make sure we get it right where we want it to, before we stick it down all the way. And then press it down. So there's our little card. Now we're going to take our little enamel dots. And again, if you don't have enamel dots, you can use the black Nuvo drops. But again, I just want to use these up in my stash. So I used a large one, a medium one, and a small one. I'm just going to add those to the top. Super cute. And there we go. That's our little dad card. Dad, you're the best. Happy Father's Day. So there you have it, everybody. That's the cute little Father's Day card using Lawn Fawn products and some Copic markers. So check out the scrapbookpal.com blog for more details.